You stand before a massive ocean, witnessing two colossal bodies of water collide, yet they completely refuse to mix. Today, we reflect on the divine law that binds the deep, a boundary unseen by the naked eye, but absolute in its command. It is a perfect threshold set by the Creator, revealing not just His ultimate power over nature, but the profound precision of His order. If your heart is ready to ponder His creation, subscribe. A new sign of Allah awaits you every week.
Look closely at the surface of the earth, where great rivers pour their fresh, sweet currents into the vast expanse of the salty sea. You might expect them to instantly blend into a single, murky vastness. But reality defies our expectations. Instead, a strict division forms, an invisible, unyielding veil. The waters touch. They press against one another with immense pressure, yet neither dares to cross the line. Modern oceanography points to differences in salinity, temperature, and density, creating a physical wall. They call it surface tension and pycnoclines, a delicate but impenetrable partition woven into the fabric of the ocean. Each side maintains its own unique ecology, its own distinct color, and its own temperature. The fish of the fresh water remain in their home, and the creatures of the salt stay in theirs. It is a perfect balance, suspended in a liquid universe, holding back chaos.
Even when fierce storms rage above and massive waves crash and break, when the surface becomes a tempest of fury and confusion, the barrier below remains untouched, unbothered, strictly enforcing the divine command. How can water, the most fluid and yielding substance on earth, become an unbreachable wall? It does not require stone or steel to build a fortress. It only requires His decree. Scholars of the past observed this phenomenon where great rivers met the sea, marveling at the distinct sweet and bitter waters. Without modern satellites or deep-sea submersibles, the absolute truth of this boundary was already recorded. A truth revealed to a prophet who lived in the desert, far from where these great oceans collide. It is a profound invitation to look beyond the physical world and seek the unseen reality behind it. For every physical boundary placed in creation, there is a spiritual wisdom waiting to be uncovered by a reflective heart. And when we turn to the Quran, this visual marvel transforms into an eternal testament of His majesty. In Surah Ar-Rahman, the Quran paints this magnificent reality with breathtaking precision. He released the two seas, meeting side by side. Two massive forces, boundless and heavy, entirely free to move and flow. Between them is a barrier, so neither of them transgresses. The Quran uses the word barzakh, a formidable partition, an inviolable threshold set by God. A barzakh cannot be seen, yet its presence is absolute, dictating the boundaries of creation. And in Surah Al-Furqan, this divine engineering is detailed even further. And it is He who has released simultaneously the two seas, one fresh and sweet, one salty and bitter. And He placed between them a barrier and prohibiting partition. A prohibiting partition, not a physical wall of stone, but an unseen decree of obedience. The water itself submits. It recognizes its limit. It does not transgress. These oceans possess enough power to crush ships and reshape continents. Yet, against the command of their Creator, they are entirely humbled. Subhanallah. The water knows its boundary because it knows its Lord. It is a silent sermon broadcast across the surface of the earth for anyone with eyes to see. The word barzakh also refers to the ultimate barrier between this life and the hereafter, a one-way threshold. A profound reminder that all boundaries set by Allah are absolute. When we look at this worldly partition, we are invited to ponder the unseen partitions in our own existence. Scholars reflect that just as He separates the sweet from the bitter, He can separate the truth from falsehood, the light from the darkness in our hearts. His control is total.
His decree is flawless. If he can hold oceans at bay without a physical wall, keeping chaos in perfect check, what does this immense precision tell us about his care for the details of our lives? If the Almighty can hold back the crushing weight of the deep ocean, preventing it from overwhelming the sweet water, then he can surely hold back the tides of chaos and hardship from overwhelming your life. We often see his boundaries, the laws and limits he has set for us, as restrictions. But look at the two seas. The boundary is not a punishment, it is absolute mercy. Without this divine barrier, the salt would consume the sweet water and the earth would become barren. Life itself depends on this precise, unseen separation maintained by the Creator every single second. His rahmah, His profound mercy, is woven into the very physics of the world. And just as He protects the delicate balance of nature, He protects the balance of your soul. Every command, every prohibition He placed in our path is a barzakh, a shield designed to keep the bitterness of the world from polluting the pure water of your heart. The water does not rebel against the boundary, it finds peace within it. True tranquility comes when we too recognize His limits as an embrace of mercy, not a cage. When you feel overwhelmed, remember the mighty oceans that stop precisely where He commands. The same Lord who manages the vast, dark depths is the one who manages your affairs. He knows exactly where the pressure is too high and exactly where to draw the line. He is Al-Hakim, the most wise, and His precision is born of profound love for His creation. The next time you look upon the vast ocean, or even a simple glass of water, remember the unseen power that holds it all together. It is a universe of signs, layered one upon another, waiting for a heart awake enough to read them. A barrier in the deep, a boundary in the soul, both obeying the exact same Lord. These are but a few of His countless signs. So reflect and remember. Subscribe for your daily sign and share this reminder, for every heart it reaches becomes a sadaqah that never ends.